Char Margolis, Char Communications Incorporated, and CharVision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on CharVision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is CharVision.
Hello, everybody. It's Char and Sunny, but Sunny's over with Tony because we've been gone for 3 months. So I apologize for all the repeats, but then again, maybe you didn't see them when they were originally on. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being on Facebook. Thank you for being on Twitter. Thank you for being on Instagram. It means the world to me that you're sharing in all the learning that I'm doing in CharVision and interviewing people. And I know everybody wants to know where Sunny is, and he's over there. Come here. Come here, Sunny Margolis. This is Sunny Margolis. So just so you know, Sunny had 6 teeth pulled while we were gone. We were in Michigan. So he is Jethro Bodine. I'm going to tell you a story about a man named Jet. Oh, no, that's not good. Hey, do you think that I don't want to embarrass him, and I don't want him to get to feel insecure or anything, but I don't know. Jethro Bodine made a lot of money in his cement pond. Okay, so today is Friday the 13th. It's October 13th, 2017. And guess who I have on today? I have my dear friend, Patti Negri. Hi, Patti.
Hi, Char.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Of course, her birthday would be on Friday the 13th. So it worked out perfectly. And she's having a party tonight, and she moved it up or back or whatever it's called just so she could be here today. Yay. So I brought you a present for your birthday. Now, just so you know, it's something that I got in South Africa.
Wow.
And I had it in Michigan, and I brought it with me because it's supposed to be protective. But I want to know what you get from it. But it was from, like, the natives of South Africa, of Africa. So, and I'm not a good rapper, except for I'm talking to the dead. I tell you what they said, but I'm not a good paper wrapper.
Yeah, they're different skills. I'm not either. Thank goodness they came in bags instead of wrapping up. This is, oh, wow.
So did you ever see one of those?
No.
Will you show everybody on camera?
Look at it. He's beautiful. He's a he.
He's a he.
He's a he. He's fabulous. Look at, there's beads and
they were all handmade.
I have never seen anything
and it's
like
supposed
this.
to be somebody who's a protector.
Yes, he looks like a protector. He feels like a protector. He has a little bit of that. Is it Peruvian? I start missing up the little guy who drinks a lot of alcohol and smokes cigars and stuff. That you give. He looks a little bit of that energy, like
right.
I'm going to protect you and give me some whiskey. But oh my gosh, he's beautiful.
Well, happy birthday, Patti!
Thank you. This is gorgeous.
I'm honored that you're here today on your birthday because I know you changed all your plans. So thank you so much. Well, you know, Patti, I was reading about you and gosh, there were so many great things that you were named the most something psychic, and I can't find it. The most popular psychic. What was it? Tell me about it.
It's
in 2016.
You know, you're always up there too, and you probably don't even know the competition. It's put on by Times Square Press.
It is?
It's Times Square Press, and it's an international competition. One person has to submit you.
Oh.
It's Char Margolis, Patti Negri.
Okay.
Somebody submits you, and then people vote. And everybody can vote. You can only vote once. I don't know how they keep control of it.
That's so great.
International votes. You're always right there.
I am?
You're always right there.
I
I've
never
got
heard
books.
of it.
I've
I
got
swear to
books
God,
and
I never
books
heard
with
about it
you.
until just this
But,
second.
It's and you don't know these people. It's in India and Uruguay and here and there, all over the world.
Wow.
And they have a million different categories. Really, I don't.
Who
there's-
knew? I had
there's
no
dozens.
idea.
So I will find it on there and show you books where you are right there too.
Wow,
But
thank you.
actually it is great because magazines come out, all sorts of things come out. But I guess you just have to be
Wait a
aware
second.
of it.
You conducted your first seance at age 8?
I did.
Whoa.
I did. I really knew, as you probably did too, when I was 2 or 3, that the imaginary friends weren't really all imaginary.
Right.
You could talk and get information. And I always had this little thing about the dead. It was never dark. It was never scary. So I remember I was 7 or 8. I ran into my little suburban hallway with my best girlfriend, Sherry Jones. There were no windows, closed all the doors, one light, turned off the light. I think I actually came up with my first chant of some sort. And then we realized...
Oh, you brought it from your past lives.
Yeah, completely.
For sure.
For sure. And I realized I didn't know anybody dead.
And age 8 is a very spiritual time for me too.
Is it?
That's when I
Yeah.
saw my first ghost.
Really? So, yeah.
Or spirit, and that I could see through at the foot of my bed. So you were 8.
I was 8. I think it was 8.
And
7
you
to
know,
8,
when we
8.
were at camp, we used to do this thing where people would lie really straight and stiff and lie down, and we would put 2 fingers under and go stiff as a board, stiff as a board, stiff as a board, and we'd raise them. Did you used to
We
do
completely we did a little around. I think.
Could
she's
you
dead. I
imagine
think
if we
she's
were in
hurt. I
the
think
same
she's hurt.
neighborhood?
I think she's dead. I think she's dead. I think she's died. Da, 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 da.
God.
She's stiff as a board, and then everybody would lift them up with 2 fingers.
Oh, wow.
We humans are amazing beings.
that? And tell us, speaking of ghosts, about Ghost Adventures. Tell us
Yes.
what you're doing there.
Yes, about the last 2 or 3 seasons, Ghost Adventures on Travel Channel. Zach
Right.
Bagans, everybody loves him. It's 15th season. It's kind of the granddaddy of
That's amazing.
of the ghost hunter shows. I think my first episode was Haunted Hollywood. They called me in.
That's so cool.
And since then, I've just flown all over with them. To have me feel things out, tell what happened, and then they compare
Wow.
it to what happened, or do seances, or
Wow,
and I'm
that's-
teaching the boys along the way too. So I'm honored to be with them.
Yeah, because,
They're a great
talking
crew.
about spirits and protection, Patti was on the show last year and taught us about the mirrored egg. And so when we do now, and my sister watched it, who's a doctor of psychology and who does past life regression, and she really loved the concept of putting yourself inside the mirrored egg, because you're inside an egg and on the outside of the egg is a mirror. And then he's kind of like an adopted nephew of mine. He calls me Aunt Char. He said, Aunt Char, I got a great idea. I said, what? He said, around the mirrored egg, on the shell of it, he said, you should put diamonds that are mirrors and swirl them around, really swirl them around like lasers, so all the negative goes away. It's a great idea, right?
That is a great idea. And I know
So-
somebody who works with, it's called Crystal Key. It's Diamond Crystal Key Energy. Her name is Janine Reagan Sinclair. She's in the UK.
That's crazy.
She works diamond energy, so he's got something.
That's amazing,
He's got
because
something.
he doesn't know anything about this.
Or so you think.
Yeah, but he brought it with him. He's psychic.
Yeah.
These little kids are so psychic. Listen to your children. I mean, listen to the really young kids who are not told to be psychic are very psychic. So if you encourage them to be psychic, they'll continue it. So your family must have encouraged you.
Yeah, it was encouraged me. We didn't have overly religious beliefs that said it was anything bad.
Right.
I think I got
Wow.
a little bit in blood from both sides of the family. So yeah.
Okay. So is there anything else that I missed about you do corporate stuff too. And wait, by the way, you are a dancer, and you've danced with like a lot of famous people.
Gregory Hines was the best because I was a
That's
tap dancer.
amazing.
Yeah.
She's like
You grew
all
up in
over the
LA,
place.
you do everything.
Yeah, but God bless you. You know what's great about it? Because you can be more than one thing. Just because you're psychic doesn't mean you can't sing, or you can't play piano, or
Yeah.
you can't dance.
Well, I really can't
it's
sing.
nice to be able to share all your abilities. Like John Edward is a ballroom dancer, and he's great at it. He taught it. Okay, so I have to show you this. So I'm walking in my woods in Michigan, and my neighbor's really the nicest man, Jim. Hi, Jim, if you're watching. And he made these minions, these little minions. So I actually decided to take a photo of the minions. And after I took the photo of the minions and I looked at them, I'm going to show you because this is actually a bigger photo of it. Here's the minions. And can you see what's in there?
The big white thing?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
See, you saw it right away.
Oh my God.
Nikki,
That's
she
a
saw it.
Class A apparition.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I swear I didn't show this to you beforehand, right?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely
It's just
not.
that poor Nikki, she's listening to this right now. I said, do you see that? Do you see it? And she's very logical.
No.
She'll go, well, that's the sun hitting the tree. I said, yes.
Yes, but
Yes, but no. But that spirits will use anything they can to manifest themselves. But do you see how it's standing up in the air?
Yeah.
Here, wait a second. I want to see, here, look at. You can even see the feet dangling off. Oops. You can see the feet dangling off the ground.
Yeah, in a robe.
Is that crazy?
That is beautiful. That is a really good apparition. That is a really good spirit.
It's crazy, right?
And people don't get that when they create things like little minions or the gargoyle in your backyard or the fairy or the gnome. You call them. People really get fairies because we invite fairies into your garden. So, I mean, I don't know that much about the minions, but they look pretty magical little beasts.
But the funny thing is, I put it on my Facebook. And you guys, sign up for my Facebook, please. Just go to char.net, and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram's all on there. But somebody said the minions are probably wondering what the ghost is doing there, too.
Probably.
Because it's really it definitely is a ghost. It's flipped me out because I'm just going through my photos and I'm going, oh my goodness, what is this? Yeah. So, okay, so I wanted to talk to you about a couple things today. Okay. I wanted to talk about my nephew and I went out to dinner. And he said, I watched your show and I saw the witch. And I said, oh, that's Patti Negri. and he said, well, do you believe in the blood dragons? And I said, what is that? He said, you talked about it on your show. And I said, I probably didn't talk enough about it. So I want to find out what this is. So this is for you, Jason, if you're listening. Tell us about the blood dragon, and also remind me that I also want to talk about superstitions because it is Friday the 13th.
Yay!
Woohoo! Okay.
Dragon magic. It is not necessarily blood dragons. They are fire. Fire is blood, but it's just dragon energy. So think about it. We create spirits all the time. Spirits are real. Dragons are real, just like angels are real. Everybody's into angels because they're heavenly and they're pure and they're protective.
Yeah.
Everybody likes fairies. Fairies are mischievous and colorful and sparkly.
Right.
Dragons, we need dragons now more than ever in our crazy world. Dragons have been in every culture, every belief system. They are of heaven and of earth. They live at the crossroads. They live at the crossroads of
and
change.
Game of Thrones.
And the Game of Thrones, which I've never watched.
It's so great.
I know, it's crazy. I know it is. That's probably why I haven't watched it, because then I get hooked and I don't have time. But dragons live between heaven and earth. They live at the crossroads of change. We need dragons more than ever right now. So this is what I'm talking. I brought you a dragon.
You did?
Yes, I did. And right now,
I'm so excited. I have my own dragon.
I have dragons from A-listers all over the world. The coolest dragon I've done lately is Dodger Blue Dragon. I broke the curse, the Sports Illustrated curse. Fred Rogan and Rodney Peete brought me in.
Oh.
And they have a Dodger Blue Dragon now. But
they do.
Yes, but how dragon magic is real. It's crossroads magic. They get a bad rap because it's powerful, but you just don't do bad things with your dragon. But I'm going to teach everybody, if you would like, how to create your own fetish. We create spirits all the time. We know that. Spirits of success, spirits of love,
but are they
protective? They're going to be whatever you want. So the first thing, what color do you want?
Or they like fire?
Yes, they breathe fire. Of course they do.
Well, I kind of like
the red one.
Is that okay?
Tony, what color do you like? Orange, black, burgundy, brown, beige, green. Orange. Okay. All right. So I'm going to explain how to use them.
Well, this was the first one you held, so I figured this is the one you wanted to give me.
That's the one you want, yes. And that's a red dragon. Power, red blood.
Okay,
your
red
nephew's
blood.
got it. So the first thing everybody's going to do, get a dragon, any kind of dragon. What you're going to actually do is create a fetish. A fetish, not like a foot fetish, but I don't get to. Hey! A fetish is where you're creating a real living object out of an inanimate object. Just like in Hebrew, it's called a golem. You're creating a real spirit. You're calling it in. So first thing you'll do is you'll come up with a name for your dragon. So and you don't have to do it now, or you can. So I'm going to just, for example, do Puff the Magic Dragon. You come up with gender, your choice, gender fluid. So this is Puff the Magic Dragon.
Okay.
And then you're going to come up with a job for your dragon. They're a one-job thing, but their best job is personal assistant. Oh my God! So
Personal
personal assistant, because that way every day it's like, I need you to do that. Sorry, I keep kicking things over
no
here.
worries.
So you're Puff the Magic Dragon. You're my personal assistant. You keep long, happy, healthy life. You bring me love. You bring me money. You bring me success, career, energy when I need it, bravery when I need it. Because you are creating a real fetish or a golem, you actually do have to give it an end date. Because otherwise,
what does that mean?
It'll be
A
otherwise.
death?
Well, till you don't. It has to be like until I don't need you anymore, until I don't want you anymore, or until I pass from this life. Otherwise, your dragon will go on for millenniums being Char Margolis's personal assistant, and you've gone
In
on
heaven
to it.
as well?
In heaven is so. That's why you want to say, and you don't even want to say until the job is done, because that's putting the dragon in charge. These are powerful. These are real.
Okay.
I have people who do dragon magic going, I can't believe you teach people this. But I do.
Okay.
So, you're Puff the Magic Dragon or whatever. You're my
Okay.
personal assistant. You bring me love, life, happiness, all those things until I don't need you anymore, or until I don't want you anymore, or until I pass from this particular life.
Okay.
So, and then when you don't need them or want them, they become a toy again. You throw them in the drawer, throw them away. Then you literally, once you have your hall set up, you literally breathe life. And just like God into man, you breathe life into your dragon. Deep, guttural.
Can he be like a protection dragon?
Yes, your personal could be complete protection. You breathe deep, deep breath into your dragon, and then you feel it. You start feeling it come alive. And then you put your dragon somewhere that you actually can see it and talk to it every day. Like today I'm tired. Today I don't feel good. I'm catching a cold. Get rid of the cold. They work. The only thing you have to do is you have to feed your dragon regularly.
Feed him what?
Actually, they drink. If they don't eat, they drink.
Drink water?
Water is
Can he
good.
drink Sonny's water?
Can you drink? He will. Actually, I used little baby dollhouse chalices, but you could use a lid of an Arrowhead bottle or a water bottle, the little lid off
Like,
of anything.
what if you just put a
Well, usually I just
drop of water?
You can, but you'll see it if he's just sitting there, or he or she's just sitting there, and you have a little Arrowhead bottle cap. You'll see it go down in no time at all. My dragons actually drink alcohol. Dragons are dragons, but I would never say that to anybody who has a drinking issue, is in
Right.
program, doesn't have alcohol. Give them water, give them iced
Right.
tea, but they drink because they're dragons. They have a lot of hot fire. So you give them their little water.
You
I
really
literally
need to
have
see
chalices.
Game of Thrones.
I know. I guess I should.
I really would
I
like.
should.
I mean, for you, I'd like for you to make the time to see Game of Thrones.
I will do that.
love Game
I
of
will.
Thrones.
And I know you can get fancier chalices than I do. So anyway, you will see them drinking water, and the more work you give them, they'll drink faster. It is not evaporation, because I will have the exact same liquid in the exact same holder for 3 different dragons. And one will drink it in an hour, one will drink it in a day, and one will drink it in a week. That's simple. They'll sometimes, if you're comfortable with it, you're creating your dragon. They'll move around a
Wait,
little.
do they
like
want
to look
company?
out windows.
Do they need another dragon to keep
I
them
would always start out with one dragon. I have like 5 dragons, but for beginners, dragon beginners, start out with one. No, he
Okay.
doesn't need company. He works for you, or she works for you. And don't be afraid to ask your dragon.
Now, it's interesting. How do you think it's a she? Because you went he, no, she.
Yeah.
How did you know it was a she? Yeah, I could
'cause it
tell
is.
intuitively you
She
think
is
she's a she.
Yeah. Don't you think she's a she?
Yeah, I think she's a she.
Yeah. Oh, girls are good protectors. So anyway, then you have your
We got
dragon.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman in red. That's good. So mine will move around a little, and it's not the cat, it's not the dog. They like to look out windows. You can carry them with you when you travel if you want, because to anybody else, it's a little toy. And if you don't want to, I let my dragons know that, okay, you're not going to be fed for a few days. I don't make my poor husband go, feed the dog, feed the cats, feed the dragons. Not that he wouldn't, or not that he hasn't, but the dragons will understand. They are your creation. But you are tapping into that dragon energy, that magical crossroads, fiery of heaven, of earth, change magic that we need more than ever.
And are dragons from mythology or from
They're from
prehistoric days?
Every
Did they
culture.
live
I
prehistorically?
think they did. Does this not look like a pterodactyl or a flying
It does.
walkie bird?
But did fire come out of their mouths?
I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe I was there.
We need to research this, Tony.
We could research this. But they're every culture, the Chinese dragon, the medieval dragon, and again, they've always got a bit of a bad rap just because they're the change makers.
No, I love dragons.
Yeah, they're the best. They're so powerful. I've literally had people. I've had giving somebody a dragon stop an abusive relationship, something that went on every day for years. Absolutely stopped when she told her dragon to. It hasn't happened. Last week I got a call from somebody in Las Vegas who left her dragon at home, said, take care of my family and my husband and me and get me home safe. A half hour before the shooting started in Vegas, she goes,
get out of here.
I have to leave. My dragon said I have to leave. She left 30 minutes before that.
Get out of here.
They're powerful.
So they're like a guardian angel.
They are a guardian angel. But they could not that they could do more than guardian angels, because guardians are so heavenly and pure.
Right, but they're like they've got they got
meat.
Chutzpah.
They can cause a shift, chutzpah. So yeah, they're a whole different than your guardian angel, but they're like a guardian angel big time. They're your bodyguard.
Whoa!
But I get stuff every day from all over the world. So it's pretty good.
So
everybody
thank
needs
you
a dragon.
so much for my dragon.
You're welcome, and
I'm
thank you so
excited.
much for my little green man.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I haven't
He'll
come up with
protect
his name
you.
yet. Yes, I know, and I will charge him the same way. He's already
Oh,
got
good.
it in him.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
He's been in my house for a long time in
Yeah.
Michigan because when I went to South Africa it was like a few years ago, but I bought just a handful of those but I knew that I was supposed to give them to certain people, and you're just one of them.
Thank you. I'm honored, and I've honestly never seen one before, and he's pretty cute.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you like them. But so that's the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me exactly what it's called again. So dragon, if we want to look it up online.
It's dragon magic. I don't know.
Dragon magic.
Look it on my website. I don't know anybody else who teaches what I teach because I'd like bring everything down to real
And
easy,
if people want to
modern.
learn from you, how can they find you? What do they do?
PattiNegri.com.
PattiNegri.com.
I teach now with HOI, House of Intuition, like little. You could watch online stuff.
Oh, good.
PattiNegri.com. PattiNegri.
Okay, now let's talk about Friday the 13th, her birthday.
Yes.
Of course it's your birthday.
Of course.
I love that. My birthday actually was on the eclipse.
That's
was August
even
21st,
more powerful.
which was crazy
good.
and amazing. But your birthday is Friday the 13th, so it's a lucky day for you.
It is a very lucky day, and it's always been a lucky day. And the reason it gets a bad rap, though, usually things tie back to religion or belief systems. 13 has always seemed sort of unlucky to certain people, going back to Christianity, actually, because Judas was the 13th apostle or disciple.
Oh.
So that's 13. Witches have 13 people in a coven, though I have a coven and I've never had 13 people. Though 13 people at a seance is pretty powerful.
Right.
And that's something to look at. The stuff that people say is bad luck isn't necessarily bad luck. It's just powerful. Like walking under a ladder.
Oh.
People say that's bad luck, walking under a ladder. It isn't bad luck. It's powerful. It's a portal. Like a triangle in almost any belief system is a realm between worlds.
Right.
So walking under it just nonchalantly, you could be opening up a realm. So it's got a bad. So it's not necessarily bad. It could be really good. Breaking a mirror.
Breaking a mirror.
Breaking a mirror.
Like they say 7 years bad luck.
7 years bad luck. And the reason they say 7 years, a couple reasons. More modern, they say it's because that's how long it takes your body to regenerate every cell. But 7 is just one of those magical numbers of things. But
Right.
it isn't necessarily bad luck. It could be really good luck because mirrors are portals, just like the ladder thing. You know that how magical mirrors are,
Right.
even in our work.
Like a black mirror.
A black
Have
mirror.
you ever looked in a black
Yes,
mirror?
I have one. I
Have
made
you,
it
Tony?
myself.
You made it? Mm-hmm. You guys
Scrying
want to
mirror.
know what you do in a black mirror? Tell her.
Well,
Tell
it's
them.
a scrying mirror. I mean, you
Yeah.
can do a lot of different things. Mine I made with horsehair and all sorts of things. They're not even hard
But
to
you
make.
look in the mirror and then your face changes to different people.
Well, yeah, you could. It's a form of scrying.
Tony
It's
went,
like, who am I?
you just did a little rascal take.
No, so Friday the 13th. Again, it gets a bad rap because Christ was hung on Friday, so Friday and 13 went bad. But in other countries, it's a different thing. I think in Italy, it's like Friday the 17th, and it's all different.
Okay,
cultures
so what
take
it is,
different.
it's
a power
brings in an energy. So what we want to do is turn that energy to power,
Yes.
to positive.
Yes.
So you break a mirror, turn it to positive, and say,
Yes.
okay, this is a good thing.
Yes.
This is good luck.
Yes, you've
I mean,
broken
just think
through
about
something.
just think about it. When people get married in the Jewish religion, they step on a glass and they break the glass.
Exactly, it's the same thing. You're breaking through a realm, glass.
That's
and
that's
like
fascinating. I love this psychology of this.
And witches' bottles. Witches make little jars, and you put broken mirror in it and nails and things to call in any bad spirit. It gets called into the mirror, and it gets caught in the little witch's bottle.
Ooh.
So they're. It's almost anything that people think they're afraid of.
Well,
'cause
why
it's
do they
bad luck,
say
it's just
step on a
power.
crack, you break your mother's back? I just think that's a stupid
I
one.
think that's a stupid one. I don't know that one. I know there's a lot. The black cat.
Oh, the black
people think
cat.
the black cat.
Tell me about the black cat, because I was in Michigan and it's midnight. I mean, I'm in the middle of 10 acres. I mean, there's no lights except off my barn, and I'm walking with Sonny, and all of a sudden this black cat comes by. I went, oh, hello.
See, I think that's good luck. In Europe, that's considered
It's
really
good
good
luck.
luck. In the U.S., they took it as bad
I
luck.
took it as good luck.
And you took it, and to me, it's really good luck. Again, cats are little communicators, as you
Right.
know. That's why witches have familiars, or whoever does. They could see through the veil. They do. So a cat crossing your path is good.
I think it's good
think it's
because
good.
thank God, touch
Europe
wood,
thinks
I
it's
have good
good.
luck. So I'm
Touch on wood, knock
knock on wood. That's a superstition, you guys. I do it all the time.
Yeah, and that goes
Isn't
back
that
to
knocking?
the power of a tree and the tree
I,
of life.
I
and all
thought
that.
it's knocking on Christ's cross or something.
Yep, that goes back to the power of the tree and the Christ cross. Yes, it does.
So I'm always doing like, and then the Jews do Judaism poo-poo kanahora, so you don't
I don't
jinx
know that.
it.
That's it.
I don't know. I just do it because somebody else did it. I went, I better do that. And so far, so good. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So-
Those are amazing. Like, can you think of any other ones? I think.
Oh, there's so.
Okay. Okay. Now, here's another thing I wanted to ask you. So, like, I saw in the news today that there is a volcano that's just starting to erupt. And I do you know where it is? I don't know. You can look it up. I don't remember, but it's just starting to erupt. And I'm thinking that Mother Nature, with all the hurricanes and the fires and all the crazy things going on, I feel like Mother Nature is not happy.
I think you're right.
And climate change.
Wow.
The super volcano in Yellowstone. Okay, see, I always believe that the volcanoes have like there's legends about all of them, like in Hawaii and stuff. And I really feel, Pele. I know somebody who
Very dragon too.
It is.
Yeah.
Wait, I know someone who had intercourse at the bottom of it, and they had a child. And I don't want to get into details, but the child did not come out
Oh.
healthy.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
Well, yeah, that's a lot of power. Know what you're doing.
Yeah,
know-
you got it. You can't mess around with
You
this
can't
stuff.
mess around. It's real. Like, people believe it, and they're skeptics or don't believe it, but it's real whether you believe it.
There's
or
an
not.
there's an energy that exists, and
Yeah.
and you have to protect yourself with the white light. And the egg is like such a great thing that you've taught all of us.
And you have to respect Mother Nature. And I think we stopped respecting Mother Nature.
We stopped.
We thought we are so all powerful and we could build these buildings and we could do this and we're stronger. Never. We will never be stronger than Mother Nature.
Don't you feel for the last few years like the access of the earth is imbalanced? Why is everything's imbalanced? It used to be more like in sync.
I think it is. I think it is in balance. Whether there's people who say that's moving on its axis, whether it's the spiritual side of
So
things.
you think it is in balance?
I think it's not out of balance. It's out of balance.
It's out of
coming
balance. Yeah,
Plus, again, we're just messing up as a species a
Yeah.
lot. Plus, we are literally moving into that age of Aquarius in the next 500 years. And I'm not an astrologer, but I know that
Right.
we're moving into this. It's not solid grounds anymore. It's not our parents, black and white, right and wrong. I know
Right.
what I know. This is who
Right,
I am.
right.
There's no solid ground under us. So you got to
Yeah,
dance. You got to.
it's so
you
true.
You got to surf through it. That's how, with grace and ease. And so people's solid belief systems, if it's just this is what are getting broken up. They're not holding. You got to have some flexibility, and you've got to flow, and we've got to respect whatever your belief system. We've got to love our planet.
We've
gotta
have to love our
we won't have
planet,
one. This
or
is-
we won't have one.
Yeah.
and they're
the-
talking
and
about
the planet will be fine. We'll go.
but
We'll
they're talking.
go.
But now, if there's a nuclear
Yeah.
bomb, I mean,
Yeah.
that's
It's scary
crazy.
times.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, and I just feel like we're in for some tougher times the next couple of years. Do you feel the same?
I feel we are.
I don't wish it, by the way,
I don't-
anybody.
I don't wish it, and I think we are, and I think we can get through with it, and I think that's maybe
And I feel we're gonna
God's,
have-
Mother Nature's, whoever way
Right.
of pulling us back in, because again,
Right.
when things get tough, the ones who don't blow up and shoot everybody come together.
Right.
We come together as a species.
Right,
We
and
come
also I
together-
feel there's going to be a bigger female energy
God, I hope
of
so.
power. I do. I feel that. Yeah. And I feel that the economy is going to have some problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hope not, but
I hope not too, but it's leading that direction. We're not putting. There's action reaction. There's cause
Mm-hmm.
and effect. That's just the science of everything, and we're not taking any of that.
but
into
the
consideration.
climate change is just so important
Yeah.
to respect and take care of, and we need to take care of our planet. We need to take care of each other
Yeah.
and love each other and
And we create
embrace
our tribes.
each other.
We create our tribes.
We do, right?
And it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be, it could be your neighborhood tribe, your belief system, your church, your temple, your
Right.
synagogue, your anything, or just your group. Create
Right.
it though. That us alone didn't work so much.
That's interesting you said us alone, because I have new guides that came to me about 4 years ago, and they're called the Us. And then that
Ooh, I
TV
got
sh-
goosebumps.
then that TV show came on, This Is Us. It's crazy. But every time I see it, I say, "Oh, those are my new guides. They're here to try to help me help other people." That's why I feel that.
And and people like us, we have our work cut out for us. 'Cause-
We do, but you are responsible at what you do. You're just not out there, doing sage and protecting things or just reading for people. You're doing it with responsibility. And there's good and evil in the spirit world, everybody. And if you're not careful, the negative can come at you in a bad way. And that's why when I do my readings, I always say a prayer of protection. I make sure I'm only connecting to the highest good and love and God. And I know that you know how to do that, and you know how to get the negative stuff away from people. I've got to do a reading, but I just want to talk about one more thing. Yeah. The Las Vegas shooter. Okay, so do you have any thought about what happened with him?
I haven't. I haven't even put thought there. I've
Because they can't find anything.
Yeah, no, I haven't, because I've been trying to put energy into the healing. Because I saw a
Right.
girl last week who came to a class I was at, and people are traumatized. Besides the sad, how many people perished, or how many
Right.
people are seriously ill or a little
Right.
bit ill, the ones who were fine are not fine.
No.
They're not fine. So what do you get from that?
Well, I believe that we live in a physical world and we live in an energetic world, as you believe. And there's good and evil in both.
Yes.
And the girlfriend of this man said that he would wake up with night terrors and scream at night. And I know there are some people who hear voices and their demonic energies telling them to do things like kill people and do negative things, just like there's voices that tell people to do good things and go healing and go, go outside and, save somebody from, a car accident or something. But I kind of feel like he was hearing voices and he thought it was his duty to do evil.
Wow.
I could be totally off my rocker and wrong, but I don't think I am, because I had a man on CharVision. His name was Dr. Gallagher, Richard Gallagher. He talked about people who are possessed with evil spirits. And I do believe that sometimes people are possessed. And remember Flip Wilson, he goes, the devil made me do it.
Yeah.
Well, I really kind of think that sometimes people get like possessed with these energies and react to them. And that's why it's important to pray. That's why it's important to stay positive, because just because someone's psychic, we're talking about this in the green room, doesn't mean that they're getting their messages from a good place. And I don't care how famous they are.
No, he doesn't.
No. That's why you always have to really make sure it comes from goodness, love, and God and positivity. And you are such a positive energy for me. And
verse Visa, my friend.
Thank you.
Honestly, from the second I met you way back on Dr. Phil, I'm like, tribe.
Thank
tribe.
you. Thank you. And I love my little dragon.
Thank you.
So
and
Jason, I got a dragon now. He's going to want one.
My dog has a stuffed dragon. I don't feed my dog's dragon because little stuffed toys you don't.
Right.
But it's protective, and
it's protective for them.
It is protective for them. Just like it for always. Teddy bears for little kids can be really protective.
Yeah.
Old witches used to sew little good luck crystals and things into it.
Right.
Give things a
And
job.
that's
They love a
positive.
job.
That's
Complete
positive. But see, everything in life has balance. There's good and evil. So I don't mean to bring up the negative, but there are those voodoo dolls, and they go put pins in them, and they, just as they can do positive, they can do negative with energy.
And again, just because you have a little doll with pins in it, I've used those on myself to cure a headache.
Oh,
energy
that's
is
like
energy. You see a little doll.
That's like acupuncture.
It's like acupuncture. Exactly. So you could have
That's
a little puppet.
interesting,
It's not
but
a voodoo doll,
you're not
have a
trying to
puppet.
hurt
No,
another
I would
person.
never hurt anybody.
You would
believe
never.
in cause and effect.
Right.
Karma or whatever.
Karma's
all
a
those words.
bitch.
Karma's a bitch. It would put me living in that world.
Well,
if I put a curse on somebody, then I live in a world of curses.
Well,
and I could be
what's
cursed.
going on in the news right now is what's his name, the producer who's like who's a predator.
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
Harvey
Weinstein. Yeah. Well, guess what? Karma's a bitch.
Karma's a bitch. Yeah.
Yep. And what goes around comes around, guys. Always, always. I've lived to see it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, people who want to come and see you. How do they see you again, honey?
PattiNegri.com.
Okay, PattiNegri.com. We're going to cut to a quick little commercial, and then I'm going to be reading for someone, and I have no idea who it is, but I'm excited to read for them, and they're going to be on Skype and Zoom. I read on Skype all the time. So don't go away, because let's see if I can do this again. Okay, bye.
If you like what you've seen on CharVision, then go to char.net and book a personal reading with me, or join a group reading, or join one of my workshops where I teach you to be psychic and intuitive. Hey everybody, you probably think I only do individual readings, but sometimes I get a message for everybody. And I wrote a poem that was channeled through me, and I'd like to read it to you. It's called Until We Meet Again by Char Margolis, a message from heaven. My work is done, it's time to leave. Know that I am also missing you as you grieve. I completed my karma on the earth, and now it is time for my rebirth. I'm flying with eagles and dancing on stars. Please know that I haven't gone far. The love we have will carry us through until the day I am again with you. What an amazing journey this passing over can be. I am in good company. I know you hurt, but please trust me. Our journey together is for eternity. So until the day our souls reunite, stay peaceful and well, and use your spirit's sight. I will bring you signs from up above, a butterfly, a bird, my sign of love. Don't worry about me. I'm in good hands. Stay strong, stay positive, and continue to pray. When it is your natural day to graduate from the earth, look for me in the bright white light. We have completed our purpose, and all will be right. This is handmade. It's signed by me. It's an affordable gift for any occasion. Just go to char.net and click on store. Thank you.
Hey, okay, I'm ready to read for this nice lady. Hi, what's your name?
My name's Kara.
I can't hear her. Sorry. What's your name?
My name's Kara.
Kara. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and for trusting me. Have you ever had a reading before?
No, I have not.
Okay. Just be open-minded about everybody, living and deceased. Don't say any names unless I say it first. You can confirm it. And be open about everybody, though. And I might get a middle name, and two people may share the same name. Somebody living may have the same name as someone deceased. Don't just focus on one thing or one person, because it has to be generic. I'm going to say my prayer, and then we're going to start.
Okay.
We ask the universal consciousness and God that holds the highest spiritual power of knowledge, wisdom, and truth to guide and protect us as we communicate with our guides and angels in the spirit world and tap into the wisdom of the universe. We respect this opportunity and take full responsibility to use this not for ego or controlling others, but with the pure intention of spreading love and healing life on this earth and beyond. Okay, so I see a J or G person. Do you have somebody deceased that's a J?
Yes.
Is it a male?
Yes.
Is it spelled J-O?
Yes.
John or Joseph?
John, yes.
Is that your grandpa, your dad? Who is that?
My grandfather?
Your grandfather. His spirit's with you. Did you love him?
Yes.
Yeah, because he loves you. Did he ever spend time by the water or by a lake?
I grew up there on the water.
You grew up on the water?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's showing me the times on the water or on the lake. And then who had the accident? Either on a boat or a car? Or did you recently have an issue with a car or a car?
Yes.
Did you have an accident or you had a problem with your car?
I just got a new car.
Oh, you got a new car. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's good. Then he must be happy you got a new car.
Yes. We all are.
What was the other one like dying a lot or was an issue or what?
No, it just had to be turned in soon, and there was an accident that I had to have some damage done on it.
Okay, there was an accident. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why he's showing me that, like he's saying, don't worry, I'll always take care of you. There's an M, like a Mary or Margaret or Marie.
An M. Yes.
And is it a female M or male? Is
Male.
it M-I?
Yes.
Michael? Mike?
Yes.
Who is he deceased?
Yes.
Is this your husband, your brother? Who is this?
My maternal grandfather.
Oh, it's a man. It's an older man. Okay.
Yes.
He's here.
Okay.
Mike is here as well. What is there a man in your life? Do you have a
No.
romance in your life?
No.
Do
No.
you want one?
Sure.
I feel like they want you to put more effort and energy into finding a romance.
Okay.
Like I feel like that I don't know if you put up a wall
Oh yeah.
and or you're afraid of being hurt. I don't know what you're doing, but I feel like there's opportunity for a romance if you allow it.
That's good to know.
Yeah, if you allow it. And they're telling me about an L, like a Linda, Laura.
Laura,
Who is that?
my mother.
Oh, your mother. Okay, so is she? Are these her parents? Is
Michael
John
is.
or Mike?
Or my mother.
Wait, you just broke up. Who?
Mike's her father.
Mike. Okay, so Mike is here, and is his wife living? Your mom's mom living?
No, she's passed away.
Okay,
as well.
so they must be watching over her. I don't know the mom's name right now. Who's Anna or Annie or A or middle name Ann or A?
No idea.
That's not you.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I feel like there's an A as well. Okay. And then okay, so Mike is watching over Laura, and I feel like I almost feel like the grandma is probably protecting the circle, like protecting us while we're doing our reading. They're showing me a C or S. Or a K or C.
There's a C.
A female?
Yes.
Is it C-A or C-H? Or just starts with C?
Starts with the C. Yes.
Is there an L or R in that name?
Yes.
Which?
R.
Is it C-O-R or C-C-R or C with an R in it?
C with an R in it.
Okay. Is there I don't know who this is. Is she deceased?
Yes.
Is this your aunt? Who is this?
No relation.
Just a friend?
Somebody who's like a mentor.
I feel like she's around you, and I feel like she's still trying to help you.
It's good to know.
Yeah. Is there an A in her name or an O in it?
Yes.
Which?
An O.
Is it C-O?
Yes.
Like Cora or Corinne, or is it?
There's two now that you say that, but
what? There's two what?
There's a Courtney.
Courtney. Is that her?
Yes.
Okay. And is there another C-O with an R?
No, there's a C-A with an R. Now that you've
is there like a Carol or Carolyn
Clara.
or who?
An Aunt Clara.
Oh, Clara. Okay.
It just occurred to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm a little mixed up with it, but I feel like I'm mixed up of hearing them. I know they're here. And so Courtney is definitely the one that's around you with the C and the O and the R in it. And she's still, had she been ill?
In a way, yeah.
Like emotionally ill?
Yeah, she
like
struggled.
Was she imbalanced emotionally?
Yes.
She didn't take her own life, did she?
Yes.
Oh, she did take her own life.
Yes.
I feel like she regrets it, but I also feel like she went to a good place with help. I feel like the angels saved her. You know, when they say, oh, when someone commits suicide, they go to hell, that's not true. That's not, I mean, maybe some people do, but that's not true with this lady anyway. And I feel like she had her own demons that she couldn't handle in her life. And she's sorry that, see, you have felt guilty because you couldn't save her.
In a way, yeah.
Like you felt like maybe if I coulda, shoulda, woulda, what, but you could not have. She made her mind up. She had an imbalance. She had a chemical imbalance, like her brain or something, or bipolar or something. Something wasn't right. But I feel like she regrets that she didn't work at trying to fix herself and make her life, like, get through it. But she still was pretty brilliant at her work.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and she's proud of you because you're carrying it on.
Some ways, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some ways I am.
Mm-hmm. So, just so you know, your grandpa's watching over you. She visits you every so often, and your other grandma and grandpa are with you as well. And let your mom know that Mike watches her as well, and her mom. Okay, and I feel like you have a question.
No, I don't.
Did
really.
I answer everything?
You did, yeah.
Are those the people you really wanted to connect to?
Yeah. My dad passed away about a year ago, so I was hoping.
Oh, I didn't pick up on him though. I didn't give you his initial yet, did I?
No.
Is there an R? Is there an R or B in his name, or R or D in his name?
There's a D, yes.
Starts with D?
Yes.
Is it D-A or D-O?
D-A.
Like David or Daniel?
Like David, yes.
David? Is it David or Dave?
Yes. He went by Dave and David.
Okay, so were there issues of communication with him, with your mom?
No,
They got along okay.
Well, yeah, they bickered like every married couple.
Has he tried to communicate with you since he's passed?
No.
I feel like that's the problem of communication. I feel like he has. And you're just not aware of it. Like sometimes spirits will make lights flicker on and off. They'll come in dreams that are very vivid. Have you had any of that?
No, only one dream in the past year.
But you had one.
One, yes.
That's better than none.
Yes, very true.
And I feel like the communication he's trying to tell me about is not with your mother, it's with you, that he's trying to communicate with you and you just don't recognize it. And also, sometimes spirits will come as nature, like it might be a bird, a butterfly, a dragonfly. Do you ever have that kind of experience of thinking, oh, there's my dad?
Yes.
Is it a bird?
Yes.
He's saying that he knows that you know that's what it is. I'm glad you brought him up because I would have left without bringing him in. He's with you. He loves you. He wants you to have a relationship or allow yourself to at least date and have fun and unblock the block.
It's harder to do than.
Then find a good therapist to help you unblock it.
Yeah.
We've all put up blocks in our lives. Everybody does. Nobody wants to be hurt. Everybody, people live in fear, many people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Very true.
well, it's just so nice to meet you, and I so appreciate you allowing me to read for you. Take
Thank you.
good
I
care of
appreciate it.
yourself. Thank you so much. Bye-bye,
Bye.
honey. Take care. Okay, everybody, that's it for now. I want to thank Patti Negri, our witch, and our little dragon, and Sunny, and Tony, and especially Nicole Smith in Michigan, who helped put this whole thing together, who's just a living doll. And just remember, intuition will take you places logic never could. Be well. See you next week. Bye-bye.